What's up, everybody? It's the spiritual light passing through, and I guess my best friend Aurelia wants to come and hang out in the video with me, so I would welcome her to hang out. That is the element that actually is attracted, that actually communicates more with me than any of the other elements is the sunlight. Um, and me and her have the most amazing relationship, and I love it because out of all the elements, she's the one who honestly spoke to me and interacted with me before all of the other elements started too. So I absolutely adore her. So she must wants to hang out and charge up some of my uh charge up some of my crystals that are on me today, because this is the first time she's ever done this, and I have literally been doing videos in the morning for a very long time, and she has never come and hung out. So I must be doing the right thing as far as hanging out and talk and making these videos. But today I wanted to talk about a video, on this particular video, about reading new books. We have so many people, and I even get them on this channel. I just started this channel about y'all need to stay out of these books. Y'all doing too much. Is Israelites and all this other stuff. And I need you all to understand something. In the world of law, if you hired an attorney and you have a serious case in front of you, and they told you everything that is going to be addressed in your particular case, I can handle out of one book. My advice to you would be fire that person immediately. Nothing is that simple. If a case in court is not that simple, and all of these other, and you have to go from reference to different, all different types of books, all different types of cases to be able to prove your point in a court of law on something stupid. What makes you think that the whole part of religion, or the Most High, or just understanding about the universe itself, is going to be summed up in one book? Okay, what we have in front of us as far as books are concerned, brothers and sisters, literally is small remnants, small speckles compared to what they have burned and what they hold in secret. Okay, the meat, the real meat, oh, they got that locked up. You will never see that unless something grand happens, that it will be, blown open, blown wide open, okay? But as far as all of our stuff that was lost over the ages and over the centuries and things like that, we just have the smallest of bit, the little tiny bits of whatever the Gentiles were able to, you know what I'm saying, keep to themselves or rescue, just small remnants of it. The major stuff, like I said, was destroyed, or either it is sitting where our little guy who wears the little red shoes is in Italy, okay, over in Rome. All right. Unfortunately, we have what we have to deal with, and because our enemy wants us to remain blind and dumb to everything that's going on around us, they gave us a Bible, yes, but that Bible was given to you by an enemy. An enemy is never going to have you learn what you need to learn. Don't you understand that? They're not going to teach you what it is to get you free. Are you crazy? That defeats the whole purpose of you being captive. All right? They're not going to give you what you need to be free. They're going to tell you everything that is about you is wrong and backwards. Everything about yourself you need to hate. Everything about yourself you need to be afraid of. That's the other thing. We are afraid of who we are and who we could be. And it's so sad, because we know it's something special about us. We've always known it was something special about us. You tell your kids that, you know what, baby, you a special child. You just this and this and that, but you don't believe the shit yourself. So how can you tell your kid that? We are all special, and all of us have different gifts. And those gifts do not necessarily consist of gifts that are of the normal persuasion of people, okay? And just because your gift may be a little different does not necessarily mean that you are something bad about you. Like I told you in the other video, when they don't understand, they call it witchcraft. And because they don't understand and they don't want you to grow, they sit up here and shun you immediately. And that's exactly what Christianity does to people. Okay? There's people sitting in the church house right now who have had all kinds of supernatural events happen to them. They can't tell nobody nothing because they know that these people are gonna look at them crazy or look at them and judge them how they judge me. You understand? You know, you have different people who want to say rude things to you and what kind of drugs is you on. I'm not on no kind of drug. Maybe you want some drugs. That's the reason why you would say some crazy shit like that to me. You understand? But the problem is that it's on another level they can't understand. So they get upset and they want to put you down, or they get upset and want to say, now you going to hell because you can't understand. This is on levels that's beyond you. And there's nothing wrong because there's levels to this. Most definitely, there is levels to this. Some people can take this, and others like, man, that's way over my head. I don't know if I could be able to ingest that. Okay, and then there's some people that can keep climbing up and keep climbing up because their ability to open up their minds is a little bit more vast than others. Okay, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with reading these books. And then for the Israelites who happen to stumble on this video and like look at these Israelites practicing different stuff and talking about the Kabbalah and the Zohar. Newsflash, I'm gonna tell y'all this so y'all can stop this BS. The Zohar is nothing but the 5 books of your Bible that you all are so entirely versed on, explained even more. That's it, that's all. Okay? That's it, that's all. As an officer of a court, I'm going to tell you right now, that's all the Zohar is. There is no woo-woo about it. It's about the first 5 damn books of your Bible. The same ones you have been practicing all this time. All it is that Ish preserved it. That's it. That's all. Nothing to see here. Y'all over here coming up with all kinds of, strange conspiracies going on that these Israelites is over here practicing witchcraft. You ain't even read the damn book. You ain't even cracked this thing. And you sitting up here just condemning folks. Any teacher worth their weight in gold will look at a product, look at a book, look at information, period. They gonna look at it before they render judgment. They gonna read it from front to back and see exactly what's going on with it before they say something. Anybody that's sitting up here condemning these books ain't read it. That's how you know. Because if they read it, they say, you know what? These books there's nothing wrong with these books. All they are is an extension of what we're already reading. That's it. If you want to see them, if you want to read them, by all means do so. You understand? But I, as your leader or whatever, I'm not going to read anymore because I don't understand it, or it's beyond my knowledge, my ability to touch that kind of knowledge. Because it just may be. It may not be open to you. Because you may have closed off your ability to be impartial when it comes down to certain information. Some people are closed-minded. I'm not going to go no place that I don't understand. And I'm not going to open up myself to understand some things I don't understand. So you stuck. Okay? And there's nothing nobody else can do about that. All you can do as a person that wants to really learn this is move on past those people and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't go where you're going. It's just that simple. Okay, on this walk, everybody can't go where you're going. I would love, my biggest dream, I thought this was such a wonderful thing when I first started going in this walk, when I saw all of these amazing black men who were so book learned, who were so amazing with understanding the word in the way that they did. It was on the level of watching a master attorney break down a case, and I was just so infatuated with that. I fell in love with all of the teachers. I don't care from what camp they was in. I was just intrigued at their ability to understand and regurgitate what they understood to such a level of expertise that they could literally be up there with some of the most top attorneys I've ever seen in my life arguing a case. Okay? This type of stuff just takes me to another space. I love to watch smart men. Okay? Because there's so much I can learn from. It has nothing to do with me being attracted to them. They just tickle my intellect in ways that most regular guys cannot. what blew and just my little balloon about them blew so far up, and then out of nowhere they came with a needle and busted that son of a bitch because they could not take it to the other levels of knowledge. They couldn't go to the Kabbalah and break it down. They couldn't go to the Zohar. And these brothers are fully capable of doing this shit so cold. But they stupid in the mind and they cannot see further than where they are. And it is such a disappointment. Let me calm down. It's such a disappointment. It's the most disappointing thing you've ever seen. It's like a child walking. And because they get scared of getting to the curve, they just fall down and just forget to walk all the way around, or they never ever come across the curve. Or no, let's even better. You know how you start kids on a train on a bike, and they have the little tricycle little wheels, and it's like, okay, you don't see the little tricycle wheels hitting the ground. They know how to ride this bike, and when you get ready to take them wheels, the little training wheels off, they just they just lose it. They just lose it. But when you have that one child that's brave enough to just get it, and they just get it, and they get it on the first try or 3 or 4 tries, and they got it, and they riding that bike, it's like, yes, my kid can ride a bike. But you always had that one kid that ain't gonna never let go of them training wheels. That's Hebrew Israelites in camps. They're not gonna let go of them training wheels. They stuck. And there's nothing that anybody can do. And it's just really sad because these brothers' level of understanding is just so... You'd have to be in my area of work to be able to appreciate some shit like that. I'm sorry. If these boys could stand in a court of law, they would be some of the greatest legal minds the world has ever seen. Okay? They could argue cases that the world has been arguing forever and win them, and we would not have to come back and revisit them because they hands down is done. Okay? I just get upset because they won't go further. If they went further, how much more would they learn? I mean, some of the camps, they put so much effort into their little Power Ranger outfits and stuff. It's just all of that effort, all to just to be stuck. It just makes me angry. And it's just like watching it's like watching gold being thrown into a incinerator and destroyed. You know what I'm saying? It really is. It's literally watching people burn millions of dollars. It's like, this is so sad. And everybody broken. This person just taking money, just throwing it in the incinerator, and everybody starving, and they just, I don't know what else to do with myself but to burn this money. And everybody's like, we right here. We need the damn money. What the fuck? That's basically how I feel watching these brothers. All of this talent, the ability to be able to break things down, and they just are just stuck. So when it comes down to these books, please, for the love of God, stop with the criticizing. And you ain't opened the book yourself. That is stupidity on steroids. Anybody that's been to a college should understand you have no business opening up your mouth about nothing if you have not read the book. You cannot take the test and understand the assignment if you not have read the book. So shut up. Please. For everybody. Because it makes you look crazy. Y'all say I look crazy for telling you about spiritual things, but how much crazier are you when you talk about a book you ain't even cracked open? You understand? That's like somebody trying food and you sitting at a table and you have the ability to buy the same food, but you looking at everybody else's tray and by the look on their face, you know if that food tastes good or not. You don't have their palate. How the hell you don't know what food tastes like? Off of somebody else's facial reaction. And then you go up and say, yeah, I know how that tastes. Cause the people across from me, they face look like this when they ate it, so I don't want it. If that's the case, if that's how you judging things, What kind of existence are you living, honey? That all you got to do is take other people's word for what something is or isn't, and that's gonna be your gospel from now on. All anybody's asking y'all to do is open the book and read it for yourself and go see. And when you find out ain't no woo woo in it, you're gonna feel like a fool. And the reason why I'm saying this is because every book that I have opened, there are people say you shouldn't read that. I was looking for the woo woo and couldn't find it. I went to Kabbalah looking. I'm looking for the stuff that's supposed to scare the hell out of me. I'm looking for what I'm looking for. I did not find nothing in there that I am what you call the person who looks for the line of conversation. That's my job daily. I'm the chick that's was sitting there doing your interview knowing which part of your conversation is bullshit. That's my job. When you come see an attorney and they want to find out, you say this is what's going on, that's what's going on. I can tell you in your conversation which part is bullshit, which part is the truth, which part that you're elaborating on, and which part is actually what actually happened. And there's a hole here, so we need to ask certain questions to find out exactly what this person did. Okay, I'm the person. Tears don't move me. None of that moves me. I'm listening for the line of conversation. That's my job. So what makes you think I don't bring that same attitude to books that I read? I'm waiting for the Satan and the devil to jump out. I'm waiting for you know what I'm saying, for the devil worshiping to come and grab me. I'm looking for this. And I'm telling you, I've never found it. All I've found in any of the books that were given to us as a nation for us to check out is more Mota, is more the Most High. I found more love. I found more understanding of, oh, that's how this went, and now that, do. Ooh, the Catholic Church got a lot to pay for. Look at these Gentiles. Look how they got out right here. That's all I found. I found more answers to mysteries than I did any of the stuff that these other folks that's on YouTube telling you not to read these books are talking about. And this is coming from somebody who does this for a living. I literally look for the line of conversation. So I'm telling you, if the person, your teacher has not read these books, that tells you a lot about the person who you dealing with. That means they would tell you any damn thing. They gonna lie to you about anything. If you gonna lie to me about a book you ain't never picked up and read yourself, and all you going on is hearsay, oh, I can't talk to you anymore, because that means you will tell me any damn thing. See, y'all don't use your street sense. I don't understand what happened to black folks when it came down to street sense. Once upon a time back, I don't know, I'm a 70s baby. So I'm not sure about y'all, but once upon a time, you used to be able to look in a crowd and you would know who was the ones who was really down and dirty and doing stuff. They ain't have to say a word. It was right here. Okay? It used to be kind of like a street sense that you just kind of know, I'll check that out myself. I'm not finna go along with what he's talking about. This stuff sounds a little far-fetched to me. You got to use your street sense with some of this stuff. If it don't make, everything is not made to be complicated. Gentiles complicate stuff because they want you not to understand it, so you don't go nowhere near it. So that's the reason why they mix stuff up. That's the reason why they mixed all of these books up and shook them up in some kind of cocktail and then gave them to your preacher at the church down the street and told him to serve it up any which way you can, and you believe everything this fool down the street is saying. Because the reality is, if church was really great and you were on the right side of God right now as a Christian in regular church right now, and I'm only talking to the Christians that may have clicked on this video. If truly Jesus was into everything in the hood, there are churches on every other block in the hood right next to a damn liquor store. A liquor store is not far away from the church in any given hood. If there was so much love going on in the hood and God loved his children so much, like your preacher is talking to you every Sunday about, then why the hell do we have all of these churches and everything bad is going on in the hood? You cursing yourself in that fucking place. Yes, you are. You cursing yourself. And you giving your prayers over to someone else. And that's the reason why they're progressing and you are still in the hood. Okay? But many of the Israelites have figured that out already. So we passed that point. But when it comes down to it, you're not using your eyes and your ears to look around you and say, all these churches are up and down the block. There's at least 7 churches on my street. And ain't nobody getting blessed around here. What is wrong? You couldn't see what was wrong because you were underneath the curses. Now the curses dropped in 2019. You starting to, in 2018, 2017, you started to ask yourself, there's something really going on. Something wrong here. Okay? You started asking yourself these questions back then. Now it's really clear because now you got brothers coming here and saying, I opened up these books, y'all. Look at this. We need to go take a trip to the library and sit down. Some of y'all done made libraries in your house at this point. Y'all are right up there with the level of understanding and studying that most doctors and lawyers do. And I'm telling you this not because I'm trying to gas you up. I'm telling you this because I have done it. I have done this for the little degrees that I have, okay? And I'm sitting here telling y'all, you all are studying on the levels of doctors and lawyers and people who call themselves, PhDs. This is the level y'all going right now, okay? And you don't even realize it. By reading these certain levels of books, ordering these books, spending your money for books, understanding where we are. This is the most interesting thing I feel like that's ever happened to black people. And some of us are really into this hard, like myself. This has been the most interesting subject I've ever had to do in my life. Okay, and the only time I've ever opened up books is because I knew I was going to get a degree at the end of this thing, and I was going to get a job that was going to be paying me over, $85,000 a year, and I was going to be all right. Okay, that was the only reason why I was opening up the books that I was opening in the Gentiles world to be able to do anything. Past that, you wouldn't have saw me inside no school, okay? But when it comes down to this, I don't need no money. I don't want no money. I just want to know who I am. I want to know where I came from. Ain't nobody usurping nobody's identity. I can tell something was wrong in this world just like you could. The whole point is that there's nothing wrong with reading these books. There's nothing wrong with opening up your mind to other things. I do not understand people who I just read the Bible, honey. I don't go outside, that kind of stuff. Because, see, you get into other stuff. You don't know who you're going to be praying to. I would, because I'm a damn adult, and I know how to read, and I know how to decipher this from that. Grow up. You're not 2. You're 60, 50 years old. If you can't read a book without going berserk, something wrong with you mentally, and you need to go talk to somebody. Okay, me reading a book at 50 years old is not going to kill me. Me reading what's inside of it is not going to kill me. You all act like, oh, I'm going to read something, and all of a sudden I'm going to go, no. It's stupid. It's just so much woo-woo. The woo-woo got our people so hard, man. The superstition got our people so hard. It keeps us out of a lot of blessings. And how do I know? Working in law, I've seen it. I don't go over there to them people that ask them about no grants and things like that because they don't give them to us. They sure ain't. If you ain't going to get in the line and find out how to get one, you ain't going to get one. You keep them kind of attitudes. Everything is for the white folks. Everything will be for the white folks because you didn't get your ass in line to find out. And then when you get mad at another person who goes and finds out and gets it, oh, that's because her husband worked for the city. No, it's not. It's been right there the whole time. You just didn't care to go find out because you have your pre-thoughts about this stuff. And you've let other people tell you what to read and what not to read. Meanwhile, you missing out on blessings, and you missing out on answering some questions that may have been in your mind for the last 10 years. Because I'm going to tell you something. When I read them books of the books of remembrance, I got questions to dreams that have been sitting like thorns in my mind for years. Got answered. Got answered. I'm good. I don't need no church to tell me nothing. I am happy. The Most High told me I'm one of his kids. And all of these dreams was letting me know I was, and I got woke up at a certain time. And he let me know why he woke me up at a certain time. Anytime a dream from back in 90 something, 1990 something tells you when your mama was gonna get sick, when you was gonna have a grandbaby, and when he was gonna bring the sword to the earth, that. And the only way I was able to find that out is by reading the Book of Remembrance. Because they had certain things inside that book that I was like, whoa, wait a minute. This is taking me back to a dream that I had way back in the 90s. What? Wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, pump the brakes. I need to get into this book even more. This book answers some questions that the church told me I was a witch. I was dealing with demons. Hold up. Now I am at peace with myself. All that time I thought I was going berserk and crazy, y'all. Found out, no. You found out your mom was gonna get sick in 2017, and you was gonna go through something. And your daughter, I had saw a wall of Pampers. My grandbaby was gonna come at the same time, so my mama and my daughter were gonna be in perils at the exact same time. And then there's this angel outside my window with a sword pointing down to the earth, and the people are walking back and forth, don't even see what's going on. And I did not understand that symbology. Then I laughed when my mother passed away. I said, well, what do you know? My mother died my grandbaby came in the world on November 8th. My mother died on November 10th. Of 2018. 2017. And all of a sudden, all this crap, you started seeing it crumbling then. 2017, that's when I found Big Judah. That's when I started listening. I listened to I Yield too. I started finding all of y'all, everybody. And that's when the sword was getting ready. It was pointing at the earth, and nobody was paying attention to this. They were still living their life, having a blessing. But the Most High gave me a message in a dream that I had as a young woman. I didn't even know what that meant. And I'm like a wall full of Pampers. My daughter was like 7 years old at that time. Yes, I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 this year. But the point is that these were the things that were going on in dreams that I didn't know. And because I read these books, I was able to get the messages. I didn't need nobody to interpret a dream for me. I was able to get the dream interpreted by reading these books. And some of y'all may get some of y'all's answers by some of these books if you stop listening to certain people. But it's up to you to be able to do that. Use your street sense, y'all. For real. I'm like, I ain't grow up in the hood all my life just to have somebody else tell me something that I should be able to find out on my own. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox, but that's all I wanted to say to y'all today. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye, y'all. Take care.